My wife made banana bread, which you may not think of as being a particularly sandwichy bread. But listen on, and let me tell you about the banana bread sandwich I've been eating since I was a kid. And maybe you can help me tell that sandwich's story. Because I don't know the story, not really, not anymore. One day when I was in my teens, my mom decided to try this recipe. Mom's banana bread was a treat growing up. If you know banana bread, you know that it's something you make with bananas that are just this side of rotten. And with several kids in the house, not to mention all our friends, bananas didn't tend to stick around long enough to get brown and mushy. But every so often, Mom would manage to lay a bit of the bunch by, liberate bananas enough for a loaf of bread or two. On this particular day, she had a purpose, to try a sandwich recipe using banana bread that she'd learned somewhere. Was it a friend from one of the clubs she'd joined when we moved downstate, so far from her family and support networks? Did she read about it in one of her ladies' magazines, or get it out of her stack of cookbooks? Was it a coworker who had passed it along? She doesn't remember, and neither do I, but we both remember her packing these for me to take to school with me. Now, I was in high school then, hopelessly neurotic, and when some of the other boys razzed me for eating what was essentially a kid's sandwich, I was tempted to ask her to stop making them. I didn't, though. The call of the sandwich was strong. It's a simple spread, and I'll tell you how to make it right now. Drain a can of crushed pineapple, mix that into a brick of room temperature cream cheese, and sprinkle in a little cinnamon. That's it. It's not pretty. It looks like somebody force-fed an infant cottage cheese until it puked. By itself, it doesn't even taste that special. But it's not meant to be by itself. Spread that pineapple cream cheese mixture thick on the banana bread and top it with another slice. It's really good. Sweet from the bananas, tart from the pineapple, creamy and soft, warm and filling, and I have no idea where it came from. When I try to search for its origin online, I find the article I wrote about it in 2016. I find a similar sandwich minus the banana bread that Barry did a video on last year. I find 15 and 20-year-old blog posts providing recipes that sound an awful lot like this one, but what I am not finding is an origin. Mom started making these in the mid-1980s sometime, back in the days when recipes propagated in a more analog way than mommy blogs and viral TikTok videos. So I'd love it if one of you delightful folks who's made it this far into the video can tell me, is this sandwich in your family's repertoire? Where did you first learn of it? Let's see if we can figure out the origin together, because to me, it tastes like home. And if we can't figure it out, you should try making it anyway. You can tell people you learned about it from the Sandwich Idiot.